Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, the place to listen, learn, and improve your English through stories.
Learn English with Taleverse.
The Princess of the Silver Woods. In a kingdom wrapped in mist and mystery, nestled between towering mountains and ancient silver-leafed woods, there lived a princess named Elira. With hair like golden silk and eyes as green as the forest after rain, she was beloved not just for her beauty but for her compassion. Elira spent her days learning the secrets of the land, walking among her people, and whispering to the animals of the woods. But despite her happiness, the kingdom of Lither had one dark shadow. The royal family was cursed. Generations ago, a sorceress once betrayed by a king had cast a spell on the royal bloodline. Each firstborn princess would never find true love unless she ventured beyond the borders of her homeland and completed a task only the heart could guide. Elira knew of the curse. It was whispered by her maids and written in the dusty pages of ancient books in the palace library. Yet she had never believed in such things until the day the earth shook, the sky darkened, and a dying unicorn collapsed at the gates of the castle. The unicorn, its coat stained crimson, spoke in a fading voice. He has trapped the prince of the sky in a kingdom lost to shadow. You, child of the woods, are the key. With the unicorn's last breath, the winds of change swept through the kingdom. The trees bent toward Elira as if urging her forward. That night, dressed in a silver cloak woven from starlight, Elira rode into the darkened world. Far away, in the forgotten kingdom of Aerith, a young prince named Kaelin sat imprisoned in a crystal tower that floated in the sky. Cursed by a jealous warlock, Kaelin had been turned into a bird by day and a man by night, unable to leave the tower unless someone who truly knew him not by sight, but by heart called his name in the language of stars. For years, no one came, until the sky shimmered one night and a strange voice echoed across the clouds. "I am coming," it said, barely a whisper. Elira's journey was full of trials. She crossed deserts of eternal sandstorms, spoke with dragons who guarded the rivers of time, and gave away the jeweled crown of her kingdom to a blind beggar who saw with the heart. With every challenge, her courage grew and her understanding deepened. She learned to see not with her eyes, but with her spirit. One night, deep within a cavern of mirrors that showed not reflections but truths, she saw him. Kaelin, eyes of stormy sky, reaching toward her from behind glass. The stars sang that night. Elira remembered the old tongue her grandmother had taught her as a child, the forgotten language of the heavens. She raised her hands and spoke, "Kaelin of the wind, Kaelin of the sky, I see you." The mirrors shattered. The tower in the clouds cracked, and Kaelin at last was free. But freedom had a price. The warlock who had cursed Kaelin returned, more furious than ever. He summoned storms to swallow Elira's path and shadows to erase Kaelin from the world. Yet the prince and the princess stood together, hands clasped and hearts united. Kaelin stepped forward. "You want me? Take me." But Elira stepped in front of him. "No, take me." In that moment of selfless love, the ancient curse broke not just on Kaelin, but on Elira's bloodline as well. The warlock screamed as he was turned to stone, his dark magic vanishing like mist at sunrise. Elira and Kaelin returned to Lither as heroes. The silver woods bloomed brighter than ever, and the people wept with joy. The two were crowned not just rulers, but the heart of a new age. They didn't marry at once. They spent years walking among their people, learning side by side, building peace beyond borders. And when they did marry, the skis themselves lit up with stars never seen before. They say the unicorn's spirit danced in the woods that night, and that if you walk through the forest under moonlight, you might hear the stars whisper the ancient name, Kaelin. And the reply, always soft, always sure, Elira.
The story ends here, but your learning doesn't have to. Now let's improve your vocabulary with words from the tale.
Mist, light fog, tiny drops of water in the air that make it hard to see. The mountains were hidden by the morning mist. Nestle, comfortably or safely placed in a small or hidden space. The cabin was nestled in a quiet valley surrounded by trees. Compassion means a strong feeling of kindness and care for someone who is suffering. She showed great compassion by helping the injured bird. Whisper means to speak very softly without using your full voice. He leaned closer and whispered a secret into her ear. Curse, a harmful magical spell that causes trouble or pain. The witch placed a curse on the village to bring endless night. Betray, to hurt someone who trusts you by lying or doing something against them. He felt betrayed when his best friend told his secret. Venture, to go on a risky or daring journey. They ventured into the deep forest in search of the lost temple. Collapse, to fall down suddenly due to weakness or damage. The old bridge collapsed after the heavy storm. Coat, the outer layer covering something, also a piece of clothing. The dog's thick coat kept it warm during the winter. Stain, a mark or spot that is hard to remove. The grape juice left a dark stain on her shirt. Crimson, a deep red color. The sunset painted the sky in shades of gold and crimson. Fade, to become less bright, clear, or strong over time. Her voice faded as she walked away down the hall. Trap, a device or situation meant to catch or block someone. The mouse got caught in a trap near the kitchen sink. Urge, a strong desire or encouragement to do something. I felt an urge to call my mother after seeing that photo. Cloak, a loose outer garment, like a long cape, usually with a hood. The magician disappeared beneath his black cloak. Float, to stay on the surface of water or in the air. The balloons floated up into the sky and disappeared. Warlock, a man who practices dark magic or witchcraft. The villagers were afraid of the warlock who lived in the woods. Shimmer, to shine softly with a flickering or glowing light. The ocean shimmered under the moonlight. Shatter, to break something suddenly into many small pieces. The glass vase fell and shattered all over the floor. A scream, to cry out loudly, usually from fear or pain. He screamed when he saw the spider crawling on his pillow.
Did you enjoy the tale? Like, subscribe, and join us for more magical stories.